you do an impersonation of a not gay guy?
Ooh, good question. I love it. I've been doing one for 30 years. Shut up, it's not that funny.
Let me see if I can do one.
No, you cannot. God damn, that was perfect comedy right there. That was incredible.
I was just gonna say, my name's Tony Hinchcliffe.
Oh, you son of a... You son of a... If anybody wants a balayage after the show.
So Jackass premiered on MTV in the year 2000. MTV got very scared about lawsuits because little kids were showing up in hospitals all over the place. So they started coming up with new rules that we had to follow and censoring footage that we shot. And Knoxville was like, hey man, I'm not going to do a watered down version of Jackass. I quit. We were all like, Knoxville, what do you mean? And I'll tell you what he meant. This is a sacred thing. And it's going to be the way we want it to be. You don't like it? Fuck you. Knoxville quit the TV show, but got us a movie deal. Because with the protection of the R rating, we didn't have to worry about little kids so much. So that's how I went from TV to movies. And dude, the first movie was 20 years ago. When Johnny Knoxville started filming Bad Grandpa without the rest of the Jackass guys, I got very depressed. I thought, like, now I'm the Jackson 4. My career is over. And my depression set in. And I just wanted to go away, man. So I jumped on an airplane all by myself and flew to El Salvador. But when I got back from El Salvador, something massive happened. My bro, Sam Macaroni, who now is a huge Hollywood movie director, says, dude, you gotta get on YouTube and just do your own thing. And he taught me how to edit on a computer for the first time. Just being able to grab a camera and produce stuff on my own made life great again. And I didn't even realize that it was going to allow me to rebuild my career. We went down to Peru, and I'm doing the Peruvian jellyfish sombrero, which to date is my most viewed video on YouTube.
I meet a girl named Janvier at Venice Beach, California. We hit it off. She's an advisor at Morgan Stanley. She was managing some of the Laker players. We go on a date. And I said, how do you always have these nice cars? And she would pick me up. That's how broke I was. I said, I want to make your kind of money. She says, well, I'm in the financial industry. Eventually, I got a job with Morgan. And then 3 months after I got married, I started our own insurance company. And I sold the company 20 months ago. It was a multi 9-figure exit. So when you have that kind of an exit, it's life-changing.
Is that sale what allowed you to make the purchase of the Yankees?
I could have made it before, but when you make hundreds of millions, it's very weird. It's different. I remember when my wife and I were having breakfast in Monaco. We haven't sold company yet. And I said, babe, you realize in about a week, life's about to change. She said, well, what do you mean, babe? I said, babe, when people find out what kind of money you got, you're going to find a lot of new relatives. And they're going to call, and they will. And she says, I don't know, babe. I said, babe, just be patient. They're going to call. Trust me. So I said, let's just keep it as low-key as possible.
I admit that I faked some stunts. No matter how much you hate cabbage, do not try this at home. Sam Macaroni is professional. I still got this. Impressive stuff. And how did we do it? Tell him, Randy.
I got butt naked and put on a green suit.
That's right, you did.
Yep.
Okay. Wait until you see this. Our edit bay will appear on the TV. And now I'm going to dive into it. Dude, it worked. This is how I got my nickname Steve-O. All the way through high school, my friends just called me Steve. Then when I got to the University of Miami, people started calling me Steve-O. You are Steve-O. Yeah! And that's where my name came from. drunk people screaming. But when I got kicked out of the dorms, I was dropping out of college, I told everybody I'm going to become a famous stuntman, and everybody just felt sorry for me. But I was super stoked because I had a vision and my dream was going to come true. And when I was serving a 10-day jail sentence in 1996, I got my hands on some papers to write my memoirs. I have the papers right here, and I'm questioning whether I'm going to switch back to Steve Glover from Steve-O because I don't know if I want a nickname when I'm famous. I mean, dude. And then I got out of jail and I signed up for this radio contest. There were 700 people in the audience. And some of the people in the audience were screaming, Steve-O! And in that moment, it struck me that nobody was ever going to scream, Steve Glover. So right then and there, I committed, dude. I was going to be Steve-O as a professional. And then when Jackass came out, they asked me, did I want my name on the screen to say Steve-O? And I was like, yeah, dude, I didn't even have to think about it. I came to Peru to learn how to mountain climb, and I wanted to find a street dog to be my companion. So on my first day, I bought a couple bags of dog food, and I went around trying to feed dogs. None of them wanted anything to do with me until I met Wendy. Come here, pretty girl.
Aww.
Hello.
Who's the sweetest girl?
Hello. Such a good girl. And right away, we had a total connection. But I had to go into this building where she wasn't allowed. And I thought I'd never see her again. But later that night, we went out to a restaurant. And when we came out, Wendy appeared with a whole bunch of friendly dogs, and they all wanted love. It was like she told the dogs that I was cool.
We got no food or nothing.
This just makes me so happy.
Oh my god, look how dirty your hands are.
So she followed us as we walked back to the hotel, but we got busted right away by the dude who runs the hotel. What if I pay you a crazy amount of money?
I know, but I cannot break the rules.
If we give her a bath and then we bring her down.
Okay.
Only in the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I wonder if this is her first bath. Probably.
100%.
That bathwater was disgusting. They set up a tent for me to sleep with her outside. You ready for bed, girl? Baby can come and go as she pleases, but she's staying with me. The very next day, I took her to the vet. I got her defleed, dewormed, vaccinated with every shot. She's no street dog anymore. Mwah. I was hired to promote the Super Bowl halftime show. And this girl working in the art department, her name was Lux. And we just had kind of a connection. There's a million reasons why Lux and I were a perfect match. But one of them was when she got a call from me saying that I was about to get into a tent with a street dog in Peru and spend the night. She said,
I love you sleeping with a street dog.
and of course, that dog was Wendy. Wendy has changed my life in beautiful ways, man. And really, it was after I found her that Lux and I decided that we wanted to pour our lives into helping animals. We came up with the idea to buy a big property and open up an animal sanctuary. We knew that we wanted to have a lot of land and not in California. And we were pretty interested in not having to pay state income tax. So Tennessee really checked every box. How many sheets of paper do you think a bullet can pierce?
1.
500 sheets of paper. 9mm made it through less than one stack. Let's see what the big boy AR is good for. Definitely made it through 2. Because you see, look, it came through this blast of that, but then it went too high, so we don't know what it was good for here. There's the inside of an iPhone.